Another day, another total embarrassment from the Trump administration, which I should add is pretty typical when Donald Trump is president. They decided to invite disgraced former UFC fighter Conor McGregor to the White House to meet with Donald Trump and to take questions in the press briefing room. I have an incredibly embarrassing and cringy clip to show you of him and Caroline Leavitt in the press briefing room talking to members of the media, and he just basically endorses all of Donald Trump's dictatorial positions. And then I have another story to show you about Conor McGregor and this entire saga that played out today. So let's just take a look at this clip, what he had to say, and we'll dive in and discuss.
Conor, first of all, did you get some time with President Trump? And also, I know there's some Irish immigrants in the U.S. without status. What do you think should happen to them?
The Irish immigrants?
There's some Irish immigrants, some recent Irish immigrants without status.
Are we taking questions?
Taking over the podium.
Ireland and America, we are siblings. We consider America our big sibling. So it's important for Ireland to have be a peaceful, happy, prosperous country for the 40 million Irish Americans to have a place to visit, to come back to their home. So we wish for our relationship with the United States to continue, and we wish to be taken care of by the big bro. You know, the United States should look after its little bro, and that's how we feel.
How about the trade? What about, there's some trade disputes between the U.S. and the EU, and how do you think?
We wish exemption.
We actually have some stuff that we have to do right now.
Conor is here to meet with the president. He'll be meeting with him later this afternoon. We couldn't think of a better guest to have with us on St. Patrick's Day. We're both wearing our green. This was not planned, but very festive. And as you know, I'll be having a briefing later at 1 o'clock, so we'll talk more about their meeting later. But
It's just quickly, it's so funny how desperately she wants him to stop talking because she's kind of just digging himself a grave by endorsing all of these Trump positions, and she really just wants to dive right in and stop him from continuing to talk behind the podium. But let's just continue the clip.
going over to meet with some other administration officials. He's spending the day in Washington, D.C.
For sure.
So
I'm here to raise
fun.
the issues that people of Ireland face.
Yes.
You know, and it'll be music to the people of Ireland's ears, because never on the main stage has the issues the people of Ireland face been spoke. You know, our government has long since abandoned the voices of the people of Ireland, and it's high time that America is made aware of what is going on in Ireland. What is going on in Ireland is a travesty. Our government is the government of zero action with zero accountability. You know, our money is being spent on overseas issues that has nothing to do with the Irish people. The illegal immigration racket is running ravage on the country. There are rural towns in Ireland that have been overrun in one swoop, that have become a minority in one swoop. So issues need to be addressed, and the 40 million Irish Americans, as I said, need to hear this, because if not, there will be no place to come home and visit.
Yeah, so basically he's a small Donald Trump. I mean, he's an Irish version of Donald Trump. Conor McGregor has said that he wants to run for political office, specifically president of Ireland. And as you just heard, the positions he endorsed, attacking immigrants, saying that Irish towns have been taken over and now Irish people are minorities there. I mean, this is like Donald Trump 2.0, but just the Irish version of that. And I imagine that's part of the reason as to why the Trump administration brought him there, to have a celebrity face endorsing some of Donald Trump's ideals, so much so that he wants to bring them to his own country. But I have to be honest, I'm not surprised whatsoever that the Trump administration and Donald Trump himself is embracing someone like Conor McGregor, given what we know about Conor McGregor. Back in November of 2024, after Donald Trump got elected in Ireland, a woman won a civil rape case against Conor McGregor. A woman who accused Conor McGregor of raping her has won her claim against him for damages in a civil suit. A jury found that the Irish mixed martial arts artist assaulted Nikita Hand in a Dublin hotel in December 2018. He had been ordered to pay her more than 248,000 euros or 206,000 pounds in damages. Speaking outside the court on Friday, Ms. Hand said her story was, quote, a reminder that no matter how afraid you might be to speak up, you have a voice. Now, Conor McGregor has completely denied these allegations and kind of taken the Trump route when talking about them, saying he's being targeted, that it's a witch hunt, that it's all fake, that it's all this, the typical Trump playbook. So the seeing them associate with one another, Trump and Conor McGregor, is entirely expected and entirely typical. And for Donald Trump himself, just like Conor McGregor, this is no surprise. surprise given the fact that Donald Trump as well has been found liable for assaulting a woman, specifically E. Jean Carroll. As you can see here is the jury verdict form from this case that took place around a couple of years ago now. The jury found that, yes, Donald Trump sexually abused Miss Carroll by forcefully penetrating her with his fingers. And there's other claims that came up in this case, and she won defamation claims against Donald Trump twice in 2 different lawsuits. But this is something that Donald Trump does, he endorses, he's okay with, he's been found liable of, and of course he did the whole "it's a witch hunt, I'm being targeted," just like Conor McGregor did. They have a lot in common. It's also important to remember what Donald Trump has said about women and how he's conducted himself with women throughout history. We have more examples like the Hollywood Access tape where he had that abhorrent quote about just grabbing women by their genitalia without waiting. He said, quote, "I better use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. Just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, you can do anything. They let you do it. Grab them by the blank. You can do anything." That's Donald Trump. A long history of engaging with women in this way. And it's just the entire mafia that he has going on that have allegations against themselves or proving claims against themselves. We know that Donald Trump historically has also endorsed candidates who have allegations against themselves. This is back in 2022, where a candidate, a Republican, Charles Herbster, who he endorsed, had been accused of assaulting 8 women. Knowing this, Donald Trump did not withdraw his support for Herbster or scrap his plans to hold a rally for him in Nebraska where he was running for governor. Instead, he doubled down. The former president relayed word that Herbster wasn't fighting back hard enough, backing plans for Herbster to hold a press conference, aggressively denying the allegations and pushing back at his advisories. Herbster at the time called it a smear campaign taken from the same playbook used to target Donald Trump. This is the Republican Boys Club. You have Conor McGregor, you have this candidate, you have Donald Trump, among many other people in the Trump administration who have similar accusations and have done similar things, where they all try to cover for each other, saying, you know, it's not true. It's all a witch hunt. And if you are accused of this, as long as you endorse me, as long as you are favorable to me, I'll invite you to the White House like you did with Conor McGregor. And finally, the last example I want to give to you of this and Donald Trump's behavior and as to why this is just not surprising whatsoever is the fact that, of course, as we know, Donald Trump embraced Jeffrey Epstein. He would be great friends with him. He has a quote here that is, really concerning in hindsight, where Trump said, "I've known Jeff for 15 years. He's a lot of fun to be with. It's even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. No doubt about it, Jeffrey enjoys his social life." So when I know all of this about Donald Trump, when I know his own conduct, the conduct of people he's endorsed, when I know the friends he has, the company he keeps, and I see someone like Conor McGregor who has this really awful history and has terrible political views of targeting minorities and folks of the likes, and he's at the White House standing behind the podium in the press secretary room, and he's getting to go to the Oval Office with Donald Trump and take a picture and basically get Donald Trump's endorsement and blessing to run for political office in Ireland, specifically the president of Ireland. I'm not surprised whatsoever, because this is what Donald Trump does. This is who he keeps. This is the company he keeps. These are the people he likes. That's Trump. That's MAGA. And that's this White House. And that's why today was just such an embarrassment for the United States when you have someone like Conor McGregor espousing those disgusting views behind the podium in the press briefing room. So anyway, I just wanted to bring this story to your attention, show you this really strange clip from their interaction earlier today. I appreciate you watching. Make sure to subscribe down below. It goes an incredibly long way. I really appreciate it. Also drop a like on the video, comment. Let me know what you think about all of this stuff and what you think about this press conference, and we will talk soon.